All right, David is in Las Vegas. Welcome to News Talk 1010, David.
Hi, Richard.
How are you?
How are you?
Are you listening online?
Yes.
All right. How did you find the show out there in Lost Wages, Nevada?
I've listened to you for like the past year, you know.
Just online. Oh, terrific.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. Appreciate it.
All right. Well, I have a ghost story that was true.
A true ghost story. All right. This happened to you?
Yes.
All right, David. Let us have it.
I would sleep like every night, and then I'd wake up, and there was a guy named Moot, and I had no idea what it meant, right? And my dog always woke up at the end of the bed, but my parents never seen him. He had curly hair, and he was like 17, and I don't know. He always kept on asking about the game.
The game.
The game.
Okay.
I don't know what that meant, and I was just wondering if you knew what that meant.
Okay, so just run this by me again. There was a young fellow that would appear to you at the end of your bed?
Yeah, he told me his name was Moot.
Spell that.
M-O-O-T.
Moot. Sounds like a nickname.
It does.
Yeah, and he was 17.
Mm-hmm.
And he would...
Yeah, curly hair.
Okay, and when did he start appearing to you?
It happened like 4 years ago it started.
And how often?
It'd be every night. Every
night. And when did it stop?
When I moved my house.
Okay, now, when he kept asking you about the game, how was he dressed?
It was weird. It was like a black, it looked all black except his face.
So black flowing robes or just a black suit? Or
looked like a robe.
Interesting. When he asked you about the game, I mean, were you able to interact, converse with him, or was it sort of a one-way type conversation?
A one-way.
Okay. What you were probably saying was the memory, the sort of a residual energy that persisted in that place. In other words, this is not a ghost this is not an earthbound ghost with consciousness. You know what I'm saying? It's just an energy from a past time that is trapped in that house. That's why you can't communicate with it. Versus, let's say, when people see an apparition of a dead relative that speaks to them and they're able to speak to the dead relative. So I'm wondering if this young fella perhaps... now, where did you grow up? Where did you live? Where was this house?
It was in Vegas.
It was in Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who knows? I mean, this young lad could have been killed tragically, and before that happened, he was expecting to, participate in some, who knows, some school athletic activity, a football game or something, and that's why he kept asking about the game. Maybe he was killed during the game. Who knows? It might be worth, do you remember the address where you lived? It might be worth doing a title search and finding out who lived there and doing a little bit of research. Maybe you could find out the identity of this young fella.
I remember one thing he did, though, another thing.
What's that?
He always kept on, he always asked me who was phone.
He always asked you what?
Who was phone.
Who was?
Phone.
Phone.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like a telephone? Who was phone? He spoke bad English, so I don't know.
Who was phone?
I don't know if I was phone or if someone else was phone.
Interesting. Well, David, I think you should do a little detective work and find out what families lived in that house before you did. What was it? An old house?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, kind of.
Well, all those records exist. Some of them online on the computer, or while you're in Vegas, you could just go to the city, the county hall where they have all the records and. Look up the address, do a title search, find out who lived in the house, and check the archives of the library for the various newspapers for those dates when you find the who owned the house previously. You might be able to find a story of a young or an obituary or something. You can track it down. Believe me, if there was a 17-year-old who died tragically in that house, you can find it. And that might be your ghost, David. So listen. Stay on that and keep us abreast of the situation. I'd like to hear from you again. Thanks for calling from Las Vegas. Can I squeeze in one more call here quickly? Let's say hi to Tom in Toronto. Good morning, Tom. Welcome to News Talk 1010.